I'm Damon Hatfield. Jared Petty is here playing Super Punch-Out right
Hi,
before our
everybody.
very eyes.
Yeah, right before your very eyes. Here I am, boxing champion, pugilist extraordinaire.
Now, I like this game a lot. I think this game is maybe a little underrated in
Yeah,
Nintendo's library.
I agree. I mean, the original Punch-Out is an undisputed classic. This one, I think, maybe got a little less attention, and that's a shame because it's a big, beautiful, fun game. There's a lot of fighters, a lot of character. Not having Mike Tyson attached probably didn't help.
Yeah, but I mean, they even took him out of the NES game and replaced him with Mr. Dream.
Sure, but nobody wants that version.
I know.
Mocking the French, tying under tradition, Punch-Out.
He only weighs 110 pounds.
Yeah, I really do feel it. Of course, Little Mac's a tiny little guy, too.
His record is 1-99.
Yeah, I wonder who the guy he beat who it was. Who do you think it might have been? Maybe
Glass Joe.
Maybe Glass Joe? Yeah, he's the dude that finally knocked Glass Joe out of the circuit. That's what it is, but yes.
So what immediately strikes me about this game is that it's, like you say, it's very beautiful, it's very colorful, very bright, and the characters are enormous for the time.
Yeah.
People who weren't around for the 16-bit era may not appreciate these characters were gigantic for the time.
Yeah. And gigantic sprites for characters aren't always a good thing. People experimented with them for a while. There's that horrible TurboGrafx game China Warrior with enormous sprites. This game uses them right. They use them to enhance the gameplay, to make it look cool, make everything clear so you can see the cues really well. Also, you made a point before we got started, Damon, about the transparency effect here and how that wouldn't have been possible on the NES.
Yeah, so the view's a little bit different. The camera's down and behind the character. I don't know if we're still playing Little Mac in this one. Are we still playing?
I don't remember this guy's name.
It looks like a different guy. Anyway, now the camera's behind him, and while the fight's going on, he's transparent. And that's just something that wasn't possible on the NES. That was like new mechanics that the Super Nintendo made possible.
Right. The Super Nintendo was just a startling piece of tech, and it's used in a lot of good ways in this game. You've got the beautiful color palette, that huge palette. You've got the transparency effects, the big sprites, and of course that wonderful Sony sound chip that was in this thing that creates these just great distinctive effects.
There's good voice samples in here too.
Yeah, there really are. A lot of good voice sample work, and it's fun. Punch-Out games are rhythm games disguised as sports games. I mean, it's really almost about solving a puzzle and then getting the right rhythm down. But every stage feels kind of like a boss battle, like a good boss fight. And you're trying to figure out what the trick is the next time around, and then you learn it, you memorize it, you move on to the next. You just get better and better, and that's a formula for a really wonderful game. Also, the fact they haven't thrown Punch-Out games at us every year. You know, the fact.
I think it's an underutilized franchise of Nintendo's. I would like to see more Punch-Out. Like maybe. Can they make one for 3DS, please?
Oh, I'd love that. Yeah. Did you play the one that was done for Wii?
Yeah, that one was really good.
Yeah, I haven't moved ahead here because, once again, another Punch-Out tradition is stupid stereotyping. And here we have Bear Hugger, the guy from Canada, who comes after the wimpy French guy. Not quite as offensive as, say, Piston Honda, but still pretty terrible. Let's be honest here.
I think he's playing the King Hippo role in this game.
No, so this guy, you duck down, then you punch him in the face a few times, and repeat as needed. And you give him that first vent, he comes at you, and then you just punch him in the jaw. Oh, wow, I had a better opening there than I thought. Oh!
Boxed your ears.
He taught me how it was. He's teaching me the ways of the world.
Now, I haven't
Go,
noticed.
attack him. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to aim for his body there. That's right. Well, anyway, yeah, and you don't see a lot of boxers with beards. Have you ever noticed that, Damon?
It's true. You don't want to give your opponent anything to grab onto.
Oh, is that what it is? Did you ever box?
No.
No?
I don't know if you've ever seen me, but no, I've never boxed.
Oh, well, boxing's not a matter of size. You can box inside. That's what weight classes are for, you know?
Yeah, I don't think there's a weight class for me.
And modern boxing kind of wimping compared to classical boxing. Boxing started, well, people have been hitting each other with fists for a long time. But in ancient Greece, when you boxed, there were these guys with sticks that would form a cube around you, and they'd push you together. Like if you tried to back up, they'd push the sticks to push you together so you punch each other in the face, bare knuckle with no fists, and there were no weight classes. People very often got killed doing this back in ancient Greece. It's a lot more civilized than it used to be now, though also more corrupt.
That was back when men were men.
Indeed. And what does that have to do with Super Punch-Out? Well, I don't know, but it's about boxing. And look, we can just hit this guy. Look at that. That is one steel-jawed Canadian right there. All right, wow, that's quite a fall. He is playing that. So anything else you got for this one here, Damon?
Well, let's just take a look at the. I thought that was the TKO right there.
No, I haven't knocked
take
him
him right
down
here.
enough. Yeah, we'll take him down.
Let's just take a look at the next fighter here. Give the viewers one more look
Yeah.
at a Super Punch-Out character.
What kind of
the characters just look so great.
They do. What stereotype do you predict this time?
Well, I mean, it's not really fair. I think I know.
Oh, okay.
Is this the Japanese guy coming up next?
No, actually, this is the Cuban guy based on the Japanese guy
Okay.
from the previous game.
Got
He
it.
looks and plays a lot like his Piston Honda, but he's actually from Cuba. And I think they managed to like make him not offensive, which is kind of nice.
A couple details that are missing from this one that were in the first game. I don't think Mario is the ref in this.
No, I haven't seen him run out at all.
And I don't think Donkey Kong is in the audience.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just the saddest thing ever. Again, the wonderful Wii sequel to this that was done. That when Donkey Kong popped out, I know some people didn't like that, but I thought that was great, being able to fight Donkey Kong at the end.
Oh yeah, I really liked that game as a whole, actually.
I don't remember what IGN gave it. When
I think
when
it was good. I think it was
pretty.
Well, I think it was good.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember.
not gonna make a guess.
It got like an A from 1UP. I remember that. I think it was an IGN property at the time. So.
Anyway, this is Super Punch-Out. I think it's a really cool game, really fun game. Underrated game in Nintendo's library. Thanks for playing it for us today, Jared.
No problem. Thank you, Damon. And for all your pugilism needs, keep it locked, IGN.